3, 2, 1.
When was the last time I was on and I had nothing to moan about?
I have no idea, mate. It's been a while.
Do you know? I was literally thinking about this the other day, right? I don't think I've seen Chelsea score at Stamford Bridge while I've been there since October, and it was then halfway through January at this point. I'm loving life. It's great.
Hey, bro. Well, listen, it's nice to know, bro. I'll be honest. It's very, very nice to know that you're that easily pleased because it's going to be a long season for you, bro. I'll be real.
No, I know that, but what, like, I'm just having my little moment. Just let me have my moment, all right? We have a moment. We relax. We move forward. I was just listening to someone moan about my sound, so people could tell me when it gets better because I'll just move my.
And now you've gone completely muted.
How about now?
There he is.
Is that better? Oh shit! Oh, there we go. Right. Yeah, no, it's not too bad. It's all right. You win some, you lose some, mate. And look, the beauty of the situation that we are currently in, right, is I can be very quietly content until we play Liverpool. You know, up until that point, I can just sort of crack on, do what I need to do.
Yeah.
Live my life. And who knows, you know, what else could happen? I'd quite like to maybe make a couple more signings, but, you know.
A couple more? Fucking hell, Louis. You know what I mean? Hey, leave some for everyone else. Do you know what I mean? What man said MUDRYK now? Do you know what I'm saying? What, you man are playing this game where you're just signing people so they don't go to other teams?
To be fair, like, the signing of MUDRYK, one, is very, very good for us. And
why?
So I think the way he plays, I'm not saying I watch the Ukrainian league. I'm saying from what I've seen.
Yeah.
I like how direct he is. I like the fact he shoots from outside the box. I like the fact that he can actually, you know, look like someone who can drive from spaces rather than what we've been so used to over the past couple of years, which has just been seeing guys run down blind alleys. You know, he looks like he doesn't look like he's going to run down the wing and try and cross it. He looks like he's going to try and run. He can run down the wing, try and take someone on, and if he can't take one, he'll have a go from distance. You know, we're so used to seeing someone tap it about. So I think that's a good quality that he can bring to us.
Oh, for sure. He's definitely a different style of winger to what you currently have at the club. I think there's no two ways about it. I think he's a different kind of winger that they have at most clubs, to be honest, because it's refreshing to see like young, direct wingers that just pick up the ball and go at people, because they are a dying breed in the modern game. I must say that. But is he worth what you paid for him, bro? Like, does he start ahead of Raheem Sterling? I'm not really sure, bro.
So it was what we paid 62 million, and that's in installments over 6 years.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. So yes, I think it was 62 up front, and then the rest is all if we do certain things. So in the modern market, I just know there are salty Arsenal fans that are going to say, well, you know, you got a player who did this in a Farmers League, when, you know, fucking 2 weeks ago they were twerking for him. All right. So let's just be brutally honest. All right. So before any Arsenal fans tries to censor me, behave yourself, pipe down, and let's learn to talk football. All right. Don't get bitter just because we signed a player that you didn't get. The fact is, right, they're top of the league and we can still rattle their cages. How embarrassing is that? You should be looking at that. Do you know what? We're still top of the league. No, you're still rattled. It's brilliant. So for us, he's a very different sort of player to what I'm used to, which is nice.
Yeah.
I saw someone trying to compare him to Hazard. I don't see it. I think he's. I don't know. Like I think Hazard for me. Oh, whoops, might nearly went then. I think the Hazard comparisons are a bit early doors.
Bro, listen, anyone that picks up the ball and can run with it, you lot are comparing to Eden Hazard. Like that, yeah, you're starving if that's the case, isn't it? He's nothing like Eden Hazard.
Said. And I watched him, I was like, really? When someone said that to me, I was like, what are you watching? Like he looks quality, but look, I'm happy to see what he's going to do. I think what I reckon can see happening is it'll be him on the left, and maybe we'll move Sterling to the right.
And then I guess so. I prefer Sterling on the right anyway, so I see that. I can actually see that.
Or Sterling down. It might be Sterling down the middle.
Down the middle? What, in the 10?
No, like a false 9, because that's what we're playing.
Okay, so what, are you playing 2 up front at the moment?
We're playing like a 3-4-3 or a 4-3-3, and Kai Havertz sort of always is a little bit deeper, but then makes those late runs. So it could. I mean, they're very different players, obviously, Havertz and Sterling. But if I mean, Sterling's played that position for City, he scored a lot of goals doing that. If you have someone like MUDRYK who's going to take someone on the left, you've got someone, I don't know, João Felix on the right because he can play either side, like we were talking about last week. But obviously, if he even stays, because apparently the conversation is apparently the conversation is if he does well, he's going to stay. So apparently we're going to pay the fee, which is nuts.
I don't know, bruv. I'll be real, innit? João Felix, what a player. You know what I mean? But I don't know, there's rumors that it's almost confirmed that Simeone leaves at the end of the season. And if he leaves, I don't see why he doesn't go back there. Not because I think he should, but it's just because they'll have Champions League football. You won't. Do you know what I mean? It's just
I agree with you. I think
what's he staying for?
I know, I agree with you. But then even then, we've still got, if he doesn't come, then and Cuckoo's coming in. So we've got some good options. But now I am sitting there again. The same conversation me and you had. We had this conversation over lockdown. We were making all these signings, and I went, "Great. How does it fit?" So we've got. I think you're probably going to see Mount drop into midfield and do what he actually should be doing, which is being that water boy, which I've always said. And you'll see a potential for a more flary and progressive front three, which is, let's be honest, that's what Graham Potter did at Brighton, really, wasn't it? He had some very progressive players throughout out the pitch, and Neil Maupay.
Yeah.
So I just want to find out who our Neil Maupay is going to be, because if it's Dusan Vlahovic, then I'm not complaining.
You think that's a possibility?
I mean, Juve are going to get relegated. It's going to happen.
Relegated, aren't they like second in the league?
No, it's they've got another Calciopoli thing on their hands right now, basically, because they fiddled with the books so much. The Italian league's going to be apparently it's a potential, which I find hilarious. How can you make that mistake twice? How?
I don't know. They probably thought, they paid enough that they would never get relegated.
What they probably thought was, as the Italian authorities they're too busy having lunch. Do you know what I mean? I tried to get my nan's passport renewed at the Italian consulate. Fuck that! I'm never doing it again. By the time I came out, she was dead. That's how long it took. It was a nightmare.